Hi, my name is Gabriel Karczewski. I'm 27 years old and I'm originally from Tucson, Arizona in the United States. I'm here in Colombia teaching at the Universidad Nacional as an English teaching assistant with Fulbright Columbia. So I have actually been learning Spanish for a very long time. I studied Spanish all through high school, all through college at the University of Arizona, and now I'm trying to study it here as well. I have found Spanish to be pretty difficult to learn. I think that actually most languages, second languages, for most people are very difficult to learn. And I know it's very natural to feel discouraged, as I often do. But I think that it's important to learn other languages because it provides us with the opportunity to travel and kind of expand our horizons. Yeah, so I was interested in learning Spanish because I grew up in Arizona, which is very close to Mexico. So when I was young, I heard a lot of Spanish and I really wanted to understand it. So I studied for a long time. And it has been difficult to learn, but I'm so glad that I have. I think some of my other motivations for learning Spanish have been to learn more about other cultures. And because I've learned Spanish, I've been able to travel. I actually lived in Chile for a year and a half before this, and now living in Medellín, I've been able to meet so many people. I think that that's a really wonderful way to kind of get to know other people, is to be able to speak the same language. You can share so much more. Get to know those people and their culture as well. So I have used a number of strategies to try to learn Spanish, and my Spanish is nowhere near perfect. But I think that some of the main things that I have done is study really hard. When I've been provided with classes, I try to study as much as possible and really take in what the professors are teaching us. They are the experts and they know what we need to know. Another thing that I've learned, there are a lot of podcasts that are provided in Spanish. So listening to things like slow news in Spanish, which is actually also available in English, slow news in English, has been super helpful. Netflix is also a wonderful way to learn. I've been watching a lot of different shows in Spanish, and I think some of the most important things you can do is try to surround yourself with Spanish in other ways. Something that I have done is live in other places, or at least try to visit Spanish-speaking countries so that I can try to learn more. I would say another really good option is Duolingo. There are some really great apps available. And I would say that probably something that's really important as well is not being afraid to ask questions. I think that one of my main strategies has been to ask about things that I don't know. It's been a really great way to learn. I will ask friends, professors, random people in the street how you say certain things when the opportunity kind of comes up, and I write down the answer and I'm able to study it later, and I think that that has been huge in kind of expanding my vocabulary in Spanish and also my understanding of Spanish. Yeah, so I've been an English teacher for a few years now, and I've been learning Spanish for a number of years. And I would say that learning another language can be very difficult. For me personally, I think that confidence has actually been one of the biggest challenges. I think that to learn another language, you have to be willing to make mistakes. And I know that that's something that I've struggled with personally, but I think that students of another language should, I don't know, not be scared to ask questions. Really, nobody is going to judge you for making mistakes, and I know that's something we forget, but ask questions, say it wrong, you'll learn that way. This is a hard question to answer because there actually have been a lot of rewarding things about learning another language. I feel like I've been able to enjoy media in Spanish that maybe I wouldn't have before, whether it's music, movies, books. Also getting to travel has been so rewarding. As I've traveled, I've gotten to know different people that I never would have known before. And some of my best friends now are Spanish speakers. And so I'm so excited that I got to meet those people and find them despite our differences in language. Another rewarding thing, I think, is also understanding your own culture a little better. Learning Spanish has helped me to kind of analyze my own culture and English as a part of that. And I think I've learned a lot about myself and my own language and my culture through another language. So my suggestions for students at UNAL, I think take every opportunity you can to try to learn English if you want to. I would say try to find people who speak English. I know that there are a lot of Fulbrighters and foreign students here who would love to help you practice. A lot of us have conversation clubs, we have English classes, and also talleres, writing workshops, all different kinds of talleres. So I would recommend try to find those resources, people who speak English or actual English teachers, and just practice as much as possible.